I talk all the time, and I've written books about the archetypes that are dominating American politics. I borrow from Malcolm X, and when he basically made the metaphor that America is sort of like a plantation, and that's these sort of overlords. And then you have these, what he called the house slaves or the house Negroes that are really doing all of the bidding over the overlords. These are not critical thinkers. They're just puppets, right? And they just do what they're told, and they're just obedient little puppets for the overlords. And their job is just to keep everybody on the plantation thinking, all that. And then you have, the field slaves, the field Negroes, people like me that look, no, I'm escaping the plantation. I just want to be free. I want nothing to do with your autocratic, with your totalitarian or authoritarian schemes that you're trying to get me to submit to. No, I'm going to be free. So in that metaphor, I want you to see something that just happened at the Washington Post. So Jeff Bezos, who's the owner of Amazon, and Washington Post, he bought that newspaper a few years ago. And he told the editorial board there, he said, look, we're not going to manipulate the public anymore. He said, we're going to talk about free markets, capitalism. We're going to stay away from, sort of this, this social justice themes and these schemes about, that are more kind of socialistic. He says, we're going to just give it straight to the people. And his editorial board, man, they went ballistic. They had a fit. Now, what I want us to understand is these are people that are perfectly happy. They're conditioned. They've been captured, right, by the overlords, and they just want to be obedient to They don't care about the American people. They just want to continue to manipulate and deceive us and have us to believe in globalism and communism and socialism and all that kind of stuff. And Jeff Bezos said, no, we're going to go a different direction. We're going to play it straight with the American people, at least try to, from an editorial board perspective. So the idea is we can all do better by recognizing that these archetypes do exist. And we should recognize that the media, legacy mainstream media apparatus, are fulfilling the function of the house slave, the house Negro, in this archetype. It's a pathology. It's not a pejorative. It's a pathology. Okay. And when we recognize that, then we recognize why we can't trust them anymore. Why you have to move away from them. If Bezos actually had his editorial teams, actually quit en masse because he made a statement that he's going to be looking out for the American people. They are not for us. They're against us. And their job is to propagandize us, brainwash us, and do anything and everything they can to keep us on the plantation. So here's the message. We thinking, folks, let's stay off the plantation. Let's stay off these major mainstream newspapers and legacy newspapers, because they have an agenda. And the agenda is not your agenda or my agenda to just remain free. The agenda is to get us on the plantation, re-enslave us with this arcane, ideological, globalist type thinking, and have us to then re-embrace our enslavement. All right, so let's do better. Let's recognize what's going on, read the tea leaves, read what's happening, and recognize what is going on. So it's your, I'm just trying to break a couple things down to you, make it coherent. Join me on the webs on my YouTube page, Off the Plantation, The Journey Towards Freedom. Get subscribed to that YouTube channel, and we'll get more. All right, talk later.